There are hedge fund managers making $1 million an hour. You know, it's crazy, right? It's money everywhere. It's money in everything. I want to help you. Start your business today. Come join my royal family. Subscribe to Casino is the Name. Going on right now, you're watching Casino is the Name, and in this video I want to talk to you guys about government contracts, specifically set-asides. And I just received the set-aside certification for the Sdvosb, which is the Service Disabled Veteran Owned Small Business. It's a lot to say, but the Sdvosb. And before we even get into that, let me tell you guys about what set-asides are. So basically, the government has this huge pot of money that they need to get things done in order to continue running the government. They need trash taken out. They need the light bill to be paid. They need all sorts of different things. So basically, they have this huge pot of money, but they said it would be unfair if only large corporations were in the runnings for getting some of this money, because they're much larger. They have much better chance of receiving a contract because they have the infrastructure, they have the amount of people that they can dedicate towards winning contracts. And most small businesses do not. And so it would be unfair. We would all just get squeezed out if we had to compete against Walmart and Google and Apple every contract. It would be fair, right? So in order to keep the market competitive and give a small business a chance to grow into a large business, they have put in certain things called set-asides, which means that they're going to set aside a certain portion of money for small business. Only small businesses with certain set-asides can compete. Now, let's say it's 5%, right? So 100% is the budget that the government has, and 95%, I'm just using this as an example. I'm not saying these are true numbers, but let's say they say 95% can go to the competitive market and anybody can bid on them. Large companies, small companies, whatever, anybody can bid on them. But 5% of these contracts must go to, let's say, service disabled veteran owned small business. And what is a service disabled veteran owned small business? Well, that would be me. I am a disabled veteran. I was an Air Force, I'm ex-Air Force. I'm a disabled veteran and I own a small business. So I'm a disabled veteran and I own a small business, right? 51% ownership and 100% controlled by me, right? I actually don't have anybody else on it. So I actually own my business 100%, but you have to be at least 51% owned by a disabled veteran and 100% controlled by that disabled veteran, okay? So that's how you get that. Now, you can be a veteran-owned small business, which is kind of the same parameters, 51% owned and 100% controlled by said veteran. But if you're disabled, you have another part, which is an Sdvosb, service disabled. So basically, I'm a disabled veteran who owns a small business. And so there are set-asides specifically to that. You could be a woman-owned small business. So the government actually sets aside money that only women-owned small businesses can get. You have to be a woman. If it's a WOSB set aside, you have to be a woman-owned small business. And only women can win those. Only people with that set aside can win those. So only Sdvosb can win, service disabled veterans, small business owners can win these particular set asides. So that's pretty much what a set-aside is. It kind of just gives us a fighting chance to try to compete with these large companies. Okay, so I just got my Sdvosb. I'm extremely excited because honestly, I didn't really know how impactful that set-aside is. But I've been learning a lot about it, speaking to a lot of government contractors and things like that. It's definitely on my new business cards. I have my certification. We lit. Anyway, right now you're watching Casino Is the Name. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and we There are hedge fund managers making $1 million an hour. You know, it's crazy, right? It's money everywhere. It's money in everything. I want to help you. Start your business today. Come join my royal family. Subscribe to Casino Is the Name.